Hello and welcome back, friends, to Lynch Paints, where I, Lynch, will be showing you all how to paint the brand new Terminator Captain from the Leviathan box set. Congratulations again to the Dark Dragoon Alba. He won a competition I was running on my Instagram page and he got to pick the chapter, and this is the Flesh Terrors. So I'm going to show you how to paint the Flesh Terrors Terminator Captain. Well, let's grab our paints and paintbrushes and let's get started. And of course, in order to paint this miniature, you will need a selection of paints, and for this video I used all of these lovely colours here. As well as that, I used a medium-sized brush, a smaller brush, and a teeny tiny fine detail brush. So the first step that we're going to do is to apply a black acrylic spray over our model, and then I don't normally do sub-assembly, but I'm going to do it this time just because the piece is quite intricate. So I'm going to grab our red. I'm going to start out with the red armour, so we're going to get this corn red, a nice medium-sized brush, and then we're going to mix in a little bit of Abaddon black, just to start out a bit darker at first, and then we can wet blend our way back up to a shade of red that we're happy with. So I'm going to start out with the armour, and with the Flesh Terrors it's primarily the arms, legs and torso are red, and then the back banner and the shoulder pads and the head is black. And now I'm just going to go back over the armour with a little bit more of this corn red mixed in, and just keeping our paints nice and watered down so we have full control over our brushes. Whilst we're doing this, I'm just going to be using the same effects on the cape, but the cape I'm going to have more of a brighter red just so it stands out a little bit more. So I'm going to go back over the armour again, mainly using corn red in our mixture. So now I'm just going to go back over the armour just with pure corn red and a medium-sized brush, and I'm just going to pick out more of the raised areas and really making that red pop. So now we're going to move over to the metal work, so we're going to want some of this Iron Warriors base and a medium brush, and what we're going to do is that we're just going to pick out all of the metal works. And then we're going to edge highlight using some of this Grey Knight steel. So we're going to jump over to the black areas of the armour. It's not many of them, it's going to be the shoulder pads, normally the helm and the backpack. So we're going to mix up a little bit of this Incubi Darkness with some Abaddon Black, and then we're going to pick out the raised areas. I'm just going to slowly kind of blend in this mixture in with the rest, just to make the black just stand out a touch. So now we're going to move over to the gold pieces. So we're going to get some retribution armor, a medium-sized brush, and we're just going to go over all of the gold little iconography, all the skulls, and that sort of thing. So now I'm just moving over to adding in some Agrax the shade over the gold. This will make the gold feel a little bit warmer, as well as getting into all of the recesses, just to make it stand out a little bit more. So while all that is drying, I'm just going to move over onto the head, and we're going to grab a medium-sized brush and some of this lovely Kisvel flesh. I'm just going to start out just with the base layer of the skin. And then while we're at it, we'll grab some Abaddon Black. And we'll do his hair as well. So continuing with the face, we're just going to introduce a little bit of this Xerus purple into our skin mixture, and we want to maybe about a 60-40 sort of ratio. Now with a tiny detail brush and our Kisvel flesh, I'm just going to go back over and pick out the raised areas. Now I'm just mixed in a little bit of white scar in with our Kisvel flesh. I'm just going to pick out a few more raised areas and highlights. So now I'm just going to use the black and the white just to finish off and pick out the last final bits. Alright, now we have our big Mamba Jamba all glued up and put together. We're just going to go over the purity seals. So for that, we're going to grab some Talon sand and our lovely white scar. We want to grab a bit of each. I need some more Talon sand. Scrap the Talon sand. We're going to use Mornfang brown. So for this I'll just add in a little bit more white than I was going to initially. So next I'm just going to mix in a little bit of this Kisvel flesh into our brown for the purity seals. Now I'm just using pure Kisvel flesh and just going over the raised areas with a medium-sized brush. And then after this I'm going to introduce a bit more white into our mixture. So next I'm just going to look at the purity seals. I'm going to do them in a green. I'm just going to start out with this nice light moot green and then use a wash over the top just to darken it down and fill into the recesses. So just as the green is drying, I'm just going to go back over the purity seals with a mixture of Abaddon Black and Storm Vermin Fur and a tiny brush, and I'm just going to do a few squiggles just to make it look like scripture. So going back to the purity seals with the wax, I'm just going to use some of this contrast orc skin just to go back over the green. Then just using a bit of this moot green again just to go back over, just to pick out a few little areas. So just going to go over to the sword, we're going to look at the power cell that's on the side. I'm going to grab a blue. So for this we're going to grab some 1000 Suns blue and our tiny brush, and then we're just going to go up the length here to this node, and then what we'll do is that we'll start to blend our way up, introducing some more white until the very top of that node is white. But as we're using this blue, I'm just going to water it down a little bit, and I'm going to use it like a glaze just to go around the node. So he is pretty much finished. All I've got to do is attach him to the base and we're good to go. And so this is how I went about painting the brand new Terminator Captain from the Leviathan box set. This chapter was picked by the Dragoon Alba, Dark Dragoon Alba. I will tag him in this. He won a competition that I was doing on my Instagram, which is that he got to pick the chapter that I painted this model as. So this is the Flesh Tearers. I really hope that you all enjoyed watching this video. If you wanted to pick up the Leviathan box set, then you can try my affiliate link if they got them in stock. If not, then it looks like you're going to have to go to good old Games Workshop directly. Or check out, of course, your local hobby stores, just in case they have a box or two knocking about. I will have stills and videos of this model as well, so if you want to check out my Instagram page at Lynch Paints, and if you'd like to support me any further, then I will throw a link in the description for my coffee page. So, without further ado, stay safe, stay beautiful, and we'll see you next time.